Welcome back to Melissa's Cricut Creation. Today we're going to be doing canvases. Yes, you can make a canvas with your Cricut, okay? And I'm going to show you how today. Before we get started, as always, go ahead and like this video. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button and put in the comments after you watch the video to the end whether or not you feel like this was an easy way to make canvases. All right, let's get to crafting. And we'll always be crafters, crafters. It's just in our blood. Make a t-shirt or a mug. Hobby Life is just for... The first thing we're going to do is we're going to find a picture that we want to create. So for this one, we're going to be doing LOL. And I just put an LOL coloring sheet. That way it'll be less editing to do once we upload it. I've already selected which picture I want. I want this one. So all you have to do is hold it down and add it to your pictures, which I already have it, okay? So let's go back to our Design Space app, because remember, I do everything from my phone, but there will be a series of videos coming shortly to show you how to do it from your computer. All right, so we're gonna select from our photo album. All right, so now it's here. Let's get rid of the background. Now we have it by itself. So now what we'll have to do is just go in and tap all the white parts.
A few moments later.
All right, so we're just finishing up taking the white out. So once you think you have it good, you'll go ahead and you'll just save it. Make sure to save it as a cut image, and I'm just saving it as LOL. And we're gonna insert it in here. So what is that? It's something that I already have on here. So we're gonna change the size. All right, so this is what we'll be cutting now. So I will see you. We're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna weld it together. Actions, weld. And I'm gonna tap it, edit. Cut, we're gonna change cut to draw. All right, and apply. go make it. Hey guys, I am making a canvas with, guess what? With my Infusible ink pen, okay? So I'm gonna make this into a YouTube video, but I went ahead and came live here today so I can show you what I'm doing. And if you have any questions, you can ask me. The video will be posted, the full video will be posted tonight at 6 o'clock. But just to show you, so I have some cardstock paper, but I'm pretty sure this will work on regular paper also. I just don't have any. And I have it drawing out. I don't know what's wrong with my voice today, but it's drawing out the picture. It doesn't look like anything yet. Hopefully it turns out good. I don't know what that is. Oh, it's that hair. Okay. This one might need to be a vinyl one. But let's find out, okay? So we're gonna let it draw it. Once it draws it, I'm gonna show you how I get it onto this canvas. And then, like I said, it'll be a YouTube video. So this Friday, while we're waiting for it to draw, which all you guys have this function on your, my hair don't want to be great. You have this function on your Cricut as well. It can draw. It's a draw option. But while we're waiting on it to draw out, I just go over Friday. So Friday we're going to be talking about love at first sight. Not love at first, marriage at first sight. We're going to talk about the couple Chris and Paige. And you know, we're demanding a recount on how or do-over, give Paige her own series. It's just not fair, okay? So if you don't know already, Marriage at First Sight is a show where two people get married where they've never seen each other and they try to see if they can make the marriage work. Well, on this season of Marriage at First Sight, there was a couple their names were Chris and Paige. And so, where do we start, okay? From the beginning of the doggone show, Chris was problematic. Come to find out, after he sees her, he goes, oh, she's great on paper, you know, what men say they won't. She was an accountant, she was in shape, she didn't have any kids, you know, this is what they're always talking about. And he said, but I'm just not physically attracted to her. So he told her that he's not attracted to her as he could be on the first night, okay? After he consummated the marriage. Hey Claudia, we're making a canvas. We're drawing it out right now. And while we're drawing it out, it's gonna take a little while. And we're gonna put them on these canvases, okay? So while we're drawing it out, we were just talking about Friday. Have you ever seen Marriage at First Sight? Because that's what we're gonna be discussing, Paige and Chris, because we think she needs a do-over as we do the canvases. Married at First Sight is when two people never seen each other. It's on Lifetime. They put them together and they see if they want to stay married. Well, yeah. This year they did a mess with the coupling. Okay, it's coming out cute. At first I didn't know the drawing was a little suspect in the beginning, but now I'm starting to see it. But yeah, so we're waiting on it to draw, and while we're waiting on it to draw out, I was just going over the topic for Friday. If you're not busy, you should drop by 8:30 Central Standard Time. Our craft and sip. We'll be doing canvases again Friday, and we'll be discussing Marriage at First Sight. We're going to talk about how they set Paige up with Chris. He told her he wasn't attracted to her, even though he waited till after they slept together to tell her this. Then 2 days in, they find out he was engaged 2 months before he came on the show. Yeah, it's gonna take a little while to cut out. Well, not cut out, to draw out. Here's the other one I did. I don't know if you saw this one. And the great thing about these is you can use the same paper, I don't know how many times, but I've already pressed it twice on 2 canvases that I sold, and look, it's kind of popping. So I would try to press this again. I just don't want to waste my canvases because I got orders, but I wonder how many times I could press this on canvas without redrawing it, because that's pretty cool, and it's a money saver. Have you ever made a canvas? But yeah, so he tells her he's not attracted after he sleeps with her twice on the second day. Then he tells her that he was engaged 2 months before he came on the show. Then he tells her his ex-fiance is pregnant. So yeah, let's just say he's a problematic mate or choice that sucks. And I'd have been mad if he was chosen for me, because that means they didn't do any background checks on these people. I could have found that out on YouTube. No, I'm sorry, not YouTube, on Facebook. If you want to see the progress of it, let me turn it around. It's coming along. It's a LOL picture. And I put the LOL logo at the top. And it's just drawing it out. And you can get these at Walmart, Hobby Lobby, Michael's. They sell them anywhere they sell Cricut items. This is the image. I think it came out cute. And now we're gonna put it on the canvas. We're gonna use the easy press to do this. I almost sold this thing because I don't use it for t-shirts, but it's actually coming in handy for these canvases. So we'll go ahead and turn this on. It has to be on 400. All right. So here is the drawing. Be careful taking it off here because it will mess up. So you have to be very careful. I think it drew it out pretty nice. It has like a little spa theme to me, which is perfect because I do spa parties. Now, another thing I would suggest, but I don't know where my scissors are, of course, I would cut it out. That way you can make sure you center it in the middle of the canvas. All right. So that looks like it's in the middle. We're waiting on the easy press. Another thing is you want to use something to put back here. Okay, so that you can use this heat press. And make sure it's not colorful, because the colorful, like I had used this red, and the red will show up because it's heated, I guess, makes sense. The red will show up in the canvas. So you want to use a towel, like a white towel, to fill in the back when you're about to press it. And like I said, I wouldn't use a color, because when you use a color, sometimes it shows up in the can. I mean, it wasn't bad, but you know, if you're selling this, you don't want it to have a color. And like I said, you want to cut this out. Like when I say cut it out, I mean just, I don't know what my scissors are, but I would just cut like this. That way you can put it in the middle. I mean, you can kind of see it like this, but it would have just been easier if I would have my scissors with me and I could have cut out the image like a little square around it. That way we know we have it centered in the middle of the canvas. See, when you're doing it, you know, when you're trying to eye it, sometimes it's not centered. Alright, so like I said, we're gonna heat this at 400. So it's at 305, so we're just waiting for it to get to 400. And I'm gonna press it on here, and we're gonna see how it turns out. Like I said, this is what I use for the last one. I think it would actually work better if you use actual paper, like regular typing paper, instead of what is this? I'm using cardstock. So I think it would work better if you use regular typing paper. But I got cardstock, so we'll use cardstock. And I have a whole bunch of cardstock that I need to use. So as soon as it gets to 400, we'll get to pressing. We're just waiting on it to get to 400. And then we'll get to pressing. So how y'all been doing? How's today going? Having a good morning? I'm ready for today to be over with already. Alright, it's at 400, it just beeped. And so now what I'm gonna do is, and I stand up because it seems like it needs a lot of pressure to transfer over. You gotta use your body weight or whatever. I'm just put these clothes under here. Do it the bootleg way. Alright, so let's check it out. Let's see if it works. Well, I know it works, but let me see. See, this is why you need to cut it out. And maybe even tape it to it. That'd probably be best, right? See, it's moving. I have to stand up. Ah, look at this, honey. Melted my doggone mat. See, it's crazy, dang. All right, let me stand up. All right. I think this would be the middle. All right, I think that's good. Now we're gonna take this and we're gonna hold it down. I forgot to start timer. I do 30 seconds because it seemed like the 15 seconds wasn't working. So when it beeps, I'm just gonna start it over again. Because when you lift it up and you do it again, it's like if you don't put it back right in the exact spot it was in, it'll smear. Alright, I hope I put enough pressure on it. Let's see. Yep. Alright. There you have it. What do y'all think? Is it cute? You like it? And then the great thing is you can use it again. You can use the same one again. So the key is don't lift it up and put it back down. Just let it stay down there. Make sure it's at 400 degrees. I would cut it out to make sure that it's centered. But I think I did a pretty good job of centering it. And I mean, this is cheap. You can make your money, okay? I think it's a good idea. Let me know what you guys think. Also, don't forget Friday we have Craft and Sip. We'd love to see you there. We'll be painting this canvas or whatever, and I'll go over these steps again of what I did to make this. And thank you guys for watching. This Friday we'll be discussing, like I said, Marriage at First Sight, Paige and Chris, and the debacle of that, how horrible that is, okay? And we'll also be talking about Candy from Real Housewives of Atlanta. So I hope you like this. It's quick, it's easy, and it's very cost effective. And I think it'll be cool for a money making Wednesdays. It's a cool little business to do. Tell me what you guys think in the comments. All right, see you guys later.